Wee-wee pads and fresh patch should be taken off the market, but they won't. I see those companies as evil. They're not helping. We have 4 million dogs dying every year, and this nonsense of, oh, you can train your dog to go to the bathroom inside. It is so horrible. I'm contacted by people all the time that have done this. How do I get my dog not to go to the bathroom in the house? You bring those things in your house. They're scented with a pheromone that smells like shit and piss to your dog. You're training the dog to go to the bathroom in your house, and then you have problems getting the dog to go to the bathroom outside. You're going to be buying them for the rest of your life. You're training your dog to shit and piss in your house. When they start shitting and pissing in your house, this is a fact. The only person that you have to blame is yourself. You didn't do enough research. And like a dog, Bear will go to the bathroom generally in this area, so I can bring him here and I know that he's going to go to the bathroom. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Good boy. Good boy, Bear. I use that to help train him. He also will go to the bathroom other places in the yard too. And so will your dog that's on wee-wee pads or fresh patch. They're gonna go to the bathroom all over your house, and your house is gonna stink. Just train a potty command into your dog and use a crate. What is the problem? Don't say crates are jail. This is a dog. It isn't a jail. They look at it as their safe place. And you avoid separation anxiety if you use a crate. Everybody I deal with that has a separation anxiety dog, they don't use a crate. Use a crate with your dog. If you can't watch your dog, let it chill in a crate. Bear, hurry up. When you're teaching the potty command, timing is important. It is. When he first came here, I didn't get it because he didn't have a potty command, and he also is a dog that doesn't eat a lot or drink a ton of water. If you have a dog that doesn't eat a whole lot, it's harder to get success because, they dump less. So at the beginning, it was sort of difficult. But that's what you have to do, whether it's it's a puppy you're training the potty command or an adult dog. You have to get the timing right. You'll figure it out. It's going to be trial and error, and there's going to be mistakes. Don't worry about it. When we're talking about a puppy, and everybody should be crate training their dog. If you're not using a crate with your dog, if you can't watch the dog, put the dog in a crate. You don't leave the dog out, you don't leave a year-old dog out in your house while you run to the store. That's when things really get screwed up. So you have to crate train your dog. It is not a jail. This is a dog. Bear, sit. It's his safe spot. Your dog should learn to like the crate. If your dog doesn't want to go in the crate at first, just push him in there. Start closing the door. Open the door up. Let the dog come out. Teach him that the kennel, the crate, it's something that's also a game. You teach them the kennel game. This guy can go from room to room, I'm sure. He can do, if I put a crate out there in the field and I say kennel, he knows it's a game. He can go to the kennel if it's 150, 200 feet away. If you got a puppy or you got a dog from the shelter, wherever it comes from, getting your dog housebroken seems to be a real confusion for most people. And it's really not confusing if you just do it the logical way, which is taking the dog out as much as possible. Take your dog to a spot that you think that the dog will go to the bathroom. If your dog dumps in the house, you could take the dump outside to where you want it to go and leave the dump there. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you're telling the dog that this is where I want you to go. You're going to have to lose some sleep. If it's a puppy, you got to keep taking the dog out. That's why a lot of people hire me to train their puppies. It's because you're going to lose sleep. In our society, there's companies that are selling you garbage. They want you to buy these products as like it's a training aid. Wee-wee pads and fresh patch are not positive for your dog. Wee-wee pads are scented with a pheromone to attract your dog to shit and piss in your house. You're training your dog to go to the bathroom in the house. Once your dog learns to go to the bathroom in the house, it's very difficult to get your dog to go to the bathroom outside the house. Do not do this. Do not use wee-wee pads. Do not use fresh patch. When your dog first comes home, you're going to start taking it out all the time. If it's a puppy, you're going to want to take it out. You know, it might be every hour and a half, 2 hours. You're going to wake up in the middle of the night. You're going to start getting success if you do this. You're going to lose a couple nights' sleep. But when the dog goes to the bathroom in one area, that's where you're going to keep taking the dog back to. It's all how you teach everything to the dog. You teach the dog that everything's a game. You don't use food to train your dog. And timing is of the essence if you're making a correction, or in this case, you want to train in the potty command, because the potty command, remember, it's not a forced command. So you have to time it right. It's all about timing. There's a dog, you know, you want the dog to go to the bathroom, you give the hurry, hurry command. You know you're going to get success. You must build on success. Crate train your dog. Don't give your dog people food. There's a lot of things that people shouldn't do that they do with their dog. Don't let your dog sleep in your bed. It confuses the dog's status. The dog is happier here. The dog is happier functioning like a Marine. That's it. Give them a job and tell them that they're doing a good. It's always the overly loving owner that has a super screwed up dog. They're telling it the wrong thing. You cannot think of the dog as a morphed human being. It's a dog. It's the subspecies of the wolf. That's all it is. Don't be thinking that it's, you know, millions of dogs are dying every year because of just unrealistic people, unrealistic with their dogs and their children. It's a dog. Use a crate. Make sure that the dog understands no. And you make sure and use a potty command, and everything should be taught as an implied stay. This is not that difficult. Wee-wee pads are scented with a pheromone to attract the dog to go to the bathroom in your house. But, like the dog that goes to a specific spot outside, they also will go wherever outside. And that's what they start doing. And you're going to see that with your dog that you're training to go to the bathroom in your house too. It's going to start lifting its leg or squatting where you don't want it. And there's nothing that you can do about it. You're the one that trained the dog to go to the bathroom inside because you're lazy and you're getting sucked in to these companies that are selling you garbage. This is not an appropriate way to train a dog, using wee-wee pads or fresh patch. When your dog is real young, if it's real young, 7, 8 weeks old, you might want to use newspaper. But you want to get the newspaper up and out of your house as soon as possible. One thing that's very important is do not put newspaper in a crate, and never put a wee-wee pad in a crate. I've had to retrain several dogs that this has been done to, and it's very difficult because you're training the dog to go to the bathroom in the crate. So if your dog pees a lot, the newspaper will be helpful to, you know, clean up. Also, if the dog takes a dump, but you want to start using the newspaper and getting it smaller and smaller. Me, I want the dog housebroken by 12, 13 weeks. And I lose sleep doing that. I will use a crate, but I'm taking the dog out constantly, ensuring that the dog never goes to the bathroom in the crate. That's how it has to be. If you want to be unrealistic and you want to give some company your money for the rest of your dog's life because you didn't train it properly, you're a fool. Just keep taking the dog out and getting success. And when the dog goes to the bathroom outside, make a big deal out of it. Good boy, good boy. You also have to have a leash on your dog to house train your dog. Don't just let it out your back door. You have to get the dog trained anyway with obedience. That's done with a leash. So you direct the dog into the area that you want it to go to the bathroom and stop walking and go back and forth with the leash until the dog goes. That's it. If the dog doesn't go, take it back inside. If it's a super young dog, you might take it back inside, put it in the crate for 5, 10 minutes and take it back out again. You'll start, being able to figure out when your dog needs to go to the bathroom. You'll become psychic about this. You'll be like, oh, my dog needs to go out. Don't use wee-wee pads. They're scented with a pheromone that smells like shit and piss to your dog. You're training your dog to go to the bathroom inside. You got the puppy. Puppies, dogs are a lot of work. If you don't want to work, don't get a dog. You got the dog. You wanted the dog. It's a lot of work. With that said, one more thing is very important. If you have kids or you want to have kids, why are you getting a dog? Don't do that. Kids are enough work. You don't have time for a dog. Dogs respond terrible around children. Most of the time, of course, you're going to see pictures on the internet of ridiculous things that shouldn't be happening. Babies crawling over pit bulls, babies crawling over Labradors, all this, oh, isn't it cute? We have 4 million dogs being put down every year, and we have nonsense like this. Or just the dog dominating a little human. And then they have problems. That's sending the wrong message to your dog. Your dog should never be in a position like that. And you shouldn't put your child in a position like that. And the people that are on the internet posting those types of pictures are not good people. They're not taking into account dogs in general. They might have one dog that's super mellow. That doesn't mean that's going to be your dog. All dogs are like people. They have different personalities, but they're dogs. So there might be an aberration where the dog's like totally mellow and I don't really see that. I don't see that on the internet. I see dogs with like body language that you, as the person that doesn't understand dogs, might think, oh, isn't that a cute picture? And I'm thinking, oh God, that kid's gonna get bit. Don't do that, and don't get sucked into this stuff like, oh, isn't that precious? Oh, isn't that bullshit, is what you should be saying. 4 million dogs in the United States alone are dying every year. And improper house training, housebreaking, is one of the reasons, using wee-wee pads. You have this dog, it goes to the bathroom in your house stinks, and you get sick of it. You get sick of it, so you give the dog up. Love is not enough for a dog. And I'm telling you, there is nothing like the idiots that when I had a pet service, I saw this all the time. It was the young couple that they got a puppy, and then a year later they had a baby. What the hell are you all thinking? It never goes well for these families. Or it doesn't go well for the dog, and I'll tell you why. What's more important than the dog that they love is the human that came out of them. That's way more important. So if there's any problems, the overworked person with the baby gets rid of the dog. You're not being logical about your dog. You're trying to, figure an easy way to do this, and there is no easy way to do it. Wee-wee pads and fresh patch are just, if I was president, one of the first things that I would do would be ensure that those products were either taken off the market or there was a label on them that said, not a training aid, this is a medical device for sick animals. That's it. That's the only reason that you should be doing it. Don't post under here, I can't walk. Well, you know what? You can have somebody walk your dog for you. There's pet services that you can pay to walk your dog for you. There are solutions, but if you're so cheap and you can't afford that, then maybe you shouldn't have the dog. If you are young, and I've said this before, that young people like 18, 19, 20 adults, but young, that get dogs are foolish. You're foolish. You want to go out, you're trying to get laid, you're dating, whatever. The last thing that you want to do is go home to a dog. There, hurry, hurry. Go potty. Good boy. Good boy. Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry. Say it why they're doing it at first, so they get habituated to it. You know when they're going to go. Take advantage of it. Train your dog the potty command. Good boy, Bear. Good boy. And throw a party when they go. Like, make a big deal out of it. That is very good. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Heel. So as soon as the dog's done, you bring him back to heel. Good boy. Good job, Bear. Good job, buddy.